Hello? Hold on. Hello? Hello? Wait. Where's the screen? There it is. I need to pause it. Jeez. Okay. Hi, livers. It's me, Ultranium. Yeah, I know, your favorite girl who wants to do something cool, right? Yeah, your favorite streamer who just arrived. And I got some good news to bring. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love to hear what I got to. Both to all of my audiences out there, including the people who watched Glider Guy. I got good news for those people too, because I have news that you're gonna like. Glider Guy fans, if you're here, I hope you're happy to hear this, because this is going to be your favorite news you're ever gonna hear. So, get ready, because I got evidence that you're gonna see again after many times. Hold on. Let me turn this off so you can see myself. Hold on. Hi. You're probably wondering why I'm on stages, right? Well, because I am. Okay. So, this is going to be something funny. I know you guys haven't heard of this, but I did something shocking. Something you guys are gonna like. I am going to tell you right now, but before that, I have to wait for the chat to be here. So, please do say something. If anyone is here, please say a single word. Say hi, say hello, say whatever you like to say. I don't know. Anyways. Hold on. Pin that message. Okay, so remember Michelle and Natalie? Remember those two individuals who were rage baiting, spreading misinformation, calling innocent people bad people without proof, and defamation, which quote unquote is wrong to do. You cannot spread defamation on the internet. It is strictly against the YouTube terms of service to spread defamation on this platform. Because if you make information that is not true, you can get taken down for spreading defamation. Did you know that's against their rules? They have a policy against defamation on their platform, by the way. I forgot I mentioned that. So, do not spread defamation on people who you don't know. Like, literally, just don't spread defamation on people you don't know. Like, I get that Michelle and Nick and Natalie are both defamation makers. Like, I've seen them spreading defamation on people. Michelle spread defamation on SMG4, a very big content creator who's known for making these animations, which was very iconic. I've seen his content. He used to be a Gmod user, basically. And then he went all in with animation that goes wild using, I guess, I don't know, Autodesk Maya, I guess, because currently most animators use it. Yeah. And then SMG4 retired because, well, he kind of probably wanted to stop making this animation content. And afterwards, after the retirement of SMG4, a YouTuber by the name of Michelle teamgamer came on the platform and started spreading a massive defamation on this guy. They started by celebrating their retirement, and the way of celebration is by falsely accusing SMG4, which is probably disgusting of a person to do. Like, hello? You know SMG4 didn't do all this, right? Because I don't find any of the proof against SMG4 real. No one is allowed to spread lies about him. And why? Because he's not a bad person. All the defamation against SMG4 is disgusting. Now, I know these bad actors are going to start making defamation on me and start harassing me and claim that I'm defending, you know what. Like, I'm not defending these people, hello? But that doesn't mean they're bad people for real. You're just making this up because you think they're bad actors. And I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with you two Michelle and Natalie for doing that, because it is disgusting. It is just disrespectful to use the names of these individuals to hurt their brand and their image, to call them and frame them for things they didn't do. And I'm not okay with it. That's terrible, right? And the reason I'm against that is because it is disgusting. It is messed up. And guess who these two channels are known for? Spreading misinformation, disrespecting people who died, which is also wrong, by the way. Like, disrespecting people is strictly just problematic behavior. Like, who even thinks that it's a good thing to go and normalize making fun of dead people? That is so disgusting. It's just like the Lizzie Winkle situation all over again. Hello? Like, stop trying to do it. Just, like, I'm tired of people normalizing this behavior online and calling it fun content, calling it entertainment, calling it satire. Like, if you're joking about people's death, that is just not cool. That is just completely disgusting. And too dark to do on the platform like YouTube. And I know YouTube has policies against that too, so yeah. But these channels kept breaking these policies. And why? Because they think YouTube, the platform that has these policies, have nothing to do about these two, even though they do. Let me get this straight. I know that these two YouTubers have done very gross stuff, so I decided to go all in, exposing the both of them. But at first, I'm going to show evidence from the past that I have from my friends who helped me gather this evidence. I want to thank Esmira once again for the evidence she had about... I wanted to thank Esmira for the evidence she have against Natalie, and I wanted to thank other people who also have evidence against Natalie. So here we have evidence hood, walk him in. Here we are with the evidence again. So we're going back to the start of it all, where I have been talking with my friend Esmira about what Natalie was doing. She told me that Natalie threatened to sue her and stuff, and I was not happy about it. So we had this conversation going on in a GC, and we talked about things until she added Natalie in, and that's it. And the stuff happens. So yeah, but let me get this straight. What Natalie was doing was very messed up, and I'll explain why. So if you look at this screenshot, she screenshotted was right here, basically. Dora the Explorer says, "I'm sorry, but she is not 17 with this childish language." She responds saying, "Excuse me, are you assuming my age? Did I have to DX you? I can't say the actual word." Basically, she's threatening to DX someone, and I can't say the actual word because it is against the YouTube service if I say the actual word. Next screenshot. This one is from a talk between both this person and another user. Their name is, I think they go by Hills, I think? No, she goes by Tills. Okay. Tills says, "Say why if you're not sorry for your actions, and you'll continue to be a predator. Why? Now, I can't say the actual word because of YouTube." Next screenshot. Includes two different individuals, being Natalie and another user named CC Rivt, who's a known predator. Basically, they were saying some gross stuff to a minor named Akuma, who's 13. The second evidence, again, with the same situation between this person and being creepy towards Akuma. Even this person's being creepy towards Ismail 24, which is also a minor. Which, yeah, I can see that. And another screenshot shows, both Esmail and Esmail was Till's response to. This one shows her talking to a user named Spawn, who is a victim as well. She's being creepy towards Spawn. And also and is also defending behavior that is very messed up. And this is her saying something to Pack. This was 2025 at the time. December 2025. Wait, that was like September. Say sorry for hating on steak and show up in cancer patients. Sorry, not LOL. Now, okay. Say not sorry to some people who and it kind of makes you completely disgusting or nasty for what you're doing. Like, you're still a creep. And the last screenshot. Sorry, it's loading. This is probably about the time that her GC got raided by the people who were doing gross stuff. Would you rather admit blah blah blah? Admit. This next one says bad message. This happened in the in Curie's YT community. They also trying to manipulate me into unblocking them. And in GC they added 9 other people to just harass me and spam. I have a lot more. Tills is my friend. I'm neutral to Juru. But Tills isn't even your friend, Natalie. She knows you're a predator. They also raided the GC. I can see how evil Natalie was to people. There's more. But first, let me go talk about this. Even though I'm saying that Natalie might be 18 now, well, I don't know yet because, well, he's still saying he's 17, but let's just continue. So, accordingly, this screenshot says, so Natalie invited me to a GC with anti-VAG members just to hate on me and hate on me. He also, might actually be a part of the anti-VAG. He is also threatening me to sue me, and he also made fun of my voice by saying that I sound like an e-kitten. About Natalie. Nat is a boy. Nat is also 17. Birthday year. 2008. Month. December. Okay, well, birth dates aren't really me. Let me get this straight. Birth dates do not count as doxing. Hello? I know people are going to say that, but it doesn't count as doxing. Like, I revealed my birth date, and it's not going to count as doxing. So, the only reason that does count as doxing is showing actual information of their real name, their home, and everything like that, but which is pretty messed up, but you know. Anyways, continue. The rest of the screenshot continues as it talks about a user named Vampire Mark and another user with a dead emoji. I can't read it because there's N-words and stuff, but they were blocked for a reason, because, you know. And more block messages. I know we were saying something like she's a runner, what? And this one says, why are you suing me? And she says, because I can, and not stopping until you end your life, exposing you. You sound like an e-kitten. What are you talking about? Proof? YT is suing me, and now you? And then this span of messages of racism, basically. I'm pretty sure they're all these people that are spamming these messages are UTTP members, by the way, which is very messed up. Okay, that's it for the evidence I have from my good friend Ismira. Please do thank her for the showings that she showed me this evidence. Heck, even the false allegations that Natalie's brain decided to use it all against Esmira so that to make Esmir look bad, and it's very disgusting. Anyways, the current video, Natalie decided to falsely accuse Glider Guy of being a predator, But I decided to do something funny. You guys ready for what I decided to do? I did this. I edited her entire definition by replacing it with her name and face and her profile picture to use, and that's because accordingly, the typing is written by Natalie himself. He wrote this handwriting. That's his handwriting. You can see how similar the handwriting is here. It's so funny how Natalie gets away with defamation with spreading defamation on people, and decided to use his own handwriting to do this. This is this is not a joke, by the way. And I decided to edit I did a lot of that I can do with editing this, because it's the best I can do with editing. I don't know if anyone can think of my editing style, because I was so good at editing. So I hope you like that one. That's going to shock Natalie to the core. If she finds out that she is cooked because I did that to her to expose her, she is going to lose a ton of subscribers, a ton of fans, because I finally found out how evil she was. Now, what about nicknick teamgamer, aka Michelle? I did the same thing with her. Here. So I said, she decides to defame SMG4, but I know it's her handwriting. And this is the proof I got. This is proof that she impersonated SMG4 on Discord. I decided to edit the definitions she made, caught red-handed. And this is the screenshots. You ready? It's the same, but except I edited with her face and with her profile and name, so that it fits her. This is exactly Michelle's writing. I literally caught this person red-handed for talking like this. This is her typing. I want to know if Michelle's going to admit that she said that. If she admitted, then she's going to cry. Completely delete the video and tell everyone that because she's going to address what she did. She's going to admit it. Hopefully she does admit it. Because this is really true now. That I exposed both predators for being creepy. And turns out that they both were actually doing that. How funny. How funny of these two. Hallelujah. Am I right? Speaking of hallelujah, I do mean it because, well, because the good news is that you're going to hear it now, that Michelle and Natalie are done for. And the reason is because they both were using their own handwriting to impersonate innocent creators and call them creeps. So I decided to edit the definition they made and then reveal their definition by unmasking the two individuals. Yeah, unmasking the two individuals. You know what I mean? Like, I literally unveiled the mask of the two toxic individuals, and now they're gone. They're going to be going bye-bye because I did something that they are afraid to hear. And that is catching them red-handed. I caught them for talking in the way that is not normal, for being creepy towards children. These two are predators. And why did I found that out? Because of the way they impersonated these big creators. They are actually creeps behind the scenes. Both of these is people that impersonate good people and call them bad actors and using defamation as a way to do it. It turns out that the defamation was made by two individuals, and these two are now exposed by none other than your favorite content creator, myself. I exposed them by reverting everything to make it look like it's them saying it. So now it makes sense. Now it makes a lot of sense that these two creators are complete predators who just want attention. They want views. They want money. They want the viewership because they are both Team Gamer channels. And Team Gamers, you both need to stop posting trash on the platform. Nobody likes you for what you're doing. Falsely accusing SMG4 is not allowed on YouTube. So isn't falsely accusing bigger creators like, I don't know, SML, Oliver Tree, who's dead, by the way. Why did you disrespect Oliver Tree? How dare you do that? That is so blasphemy of you to do this. And like, speaking of blasphemy, didn't nicknick teamgamer and Michelle make false religion too? Like, they are both making up their own religions. Nickism and CNPDivism, which is very messed up. Like, you two need to stop making false religions. That is disrespectful to any of these religions that already existed. Buddhism and Muslim, Judaism, and Christians, and some other religions. Making fun on already existing religions is too far. And I'm tired of channels like Michelle Team Gamer and Natalie, who will do the damages of making fun on true religions. This is why we are tired of these channels for existing, to hurt innocent creators. And I'm here to make it clear that it's better for those two to stop and quit and delete everything they were doing. Oh yeah, fun fact, they're both ableist. I can't forget that. I can't forget how to tell you that they are both ableist content creators. Like, they are making fun of people who have disability disorders. I can see that from those two individuals. This is what makes them ableist here. So yeah. Well, I'm glad that I did something. And now, I hope that you guys can do the same. Join in if you want to expose these creeps. Join in if you want to fight to protect the internet from creepy people who wanted to make this platform into a dark place. Save the internet from being full of creeps. We are tired of predators ruining the internet and turn it into a hub for bad actors. Like, we want the internet to become a clean, family-friendly, safe place again by banning all predators. So I want you all to do your part, expose creeps like I did here. Do your part on exposing bad actors. And remember, when I exposed Natalie and Michelle for lying and spreading defamation, but I found out that it's their handwriting because I know their handwriting is the same, I decided to like edit their defamation and show that it's their handwriting. Now it's making sense to me that if I did this, it's something like that, by editing their screenshots to expose the two individuals for lying, that would mean the end of the two, because these two creators are going to lose a lot of subscribers, a lot of friends. They're going to be making no friends ever because of me, for showing that they're both creeps. They're both predators. They're trying to make money this way, and it's really wrong. I don't know if I should say this, but I think Glitch Productions should sue Michelle for this behavior of spreading defamation on SMG4, his previous alias, because I think Glitch Productions might need to take legal action on this guy, on this Michelle person, because I think this illegal behavior of spreading defamation on people just isn't allowed on this platform, and that's why I'm doing my part to fight. So if Glider Guy wins the lawsuit, then maybe Glitch Productions should sue Michelle for the same reason of spreading defamation on their name, on their character, on their alias. And then, boom, no more defamation's going to be made on this person. Because then Michelle's going to have to accept jail time because of this, for spreading defamation. And fun fact, Michelle Michelle and Nate, if you both keep on going, you will be in both in massive trouble, because you know that you can't do that. You know you're going to be in massive trouble if you keep on going. And I'm glad that I'm not doing and I'm glad I don't do rage bait on like you two do, because I'm better than you two. I make real content that is for the goats. I don't like and you know why I don't like defamation? Because defamation is bad. It's illegal. It goes against the TOS. And I'm tired of people normalizing it and going all in by just posting the same defamation on innocent creators for no reason. Like, just stop doing that. It's not cool anymore. for now on, thank you for watching this live stream. I hope that all of you are proud out of me for this, because I'm doing God's work here, exposing 2 bad actors in a good way possible. It looks like I'm going to get the recognition for this, for finally fighting to protect innocent creators. Fighting to protect innocent creators is my job here now. I am protecting innocent people from being framed by creators who are not good people. This is why people need to stop being framed, you know why? Because it's not cool. And I'm glad I decided to fight for... I'm fighting for justice, that's why. So, yeah, if everyone's fighting for justice with me, then join me, because we have to fight for justice together so that we can stop all creepy people. So, yeah. For now on, that's all for the stream. See you next stream and next video.